My name is Lisa Hermanson. I am an assistant professor at New Mexico State University. I have been using Packback for over 2 years. It'll be 3 years in the spring, I think. I teach theater and theater history. I started using Packback because I got a call and another call and then many calls from your Packback representative. So I said, well, I guess I better talk to this person. They seem really passionate about what they're selling. I also had a coworker in my department at the time who was using Packback, and she said that it was a great tool for helping facilitate discussions and increasing student engagement with the materials and also with each other. At the time, I was new to teaching large classes, like 75 plus students in these classes. And so I was looking for a way to increase the engagement, of course, but also for me to be able to tell where the students were on track or not on track with what they were learning about the content. And Packback allowed me to do that without having to spend more time grading, which was a big plus. And when I started using Packback Questions in my classroom, I noticed that the students appeared to start thinking more and asking solid questions about what they were learning and what they didn't understand, and to be able to help each other out. So I've been a loyal member ever since. Throughout the past 2 years, I've been really impressed with how Packback has grown and really listens to instructor feedback and continues to develop the platform and make it better for students and instructors alike. So I knew that even though this is a beta product, I totally trusted Packback to continue that growth, and I trusted their intentions in wanting to improve the classroom experience. So I had no hesitations going into it. Having both Packback Questions and Packback Deep Dives at the same time is really great, because I can see my students continuing to deepen their understanding with the material through Packback Questions and use that weekly and continue to engage with one another. And it gets them familiar with the program so that when it comes time to write their essays in Deep Dives, which we have about 3 throughout the semester, they're already familiar with the platform, they're more familiar with the AI, they're more comfortable using the system, which helps eliminate some of the stress that comes with turning in a bigger research essay. 2 things. First, that I'm able to specify on my rubric and with my guiding questions what I want my students to focus on specifically. I can ask the main question of the paper and then provide different guiding questions. So it helps guide their research and the formatting of their papers to be more specific and more accurate towards what I'm looking for in terms of their learning. The biggest impact on me as well is, I don't have a TA for these classes. And so having a system checking for grammar, checking for sources, checking for sentence length and content structure and overall flow on these 25 to 75 papers saves me so much time, because then I'm able to really invest in what I'm actually supposed to be teaching, which is not English convention and grammar, but theater history. So I can go into the content of their papers because Packback has already done the cursory check of all of this is okay, or this is where it's not meeting expectations and things like that. So the students are getting much deeper feedback than they were before I started using this program. Packback's AI system and how it's continuing to grow and develop, I think this is going to be a really valuable tool for students learning how to write essays. My biggest concern with using Deep Dives this semester was in the newness of the product and in not knowing how it was going to work logistically, technologically, and work on my students. I would say if you go into it with something of an open mind and expect that, at least with the beta, that this is still something that is growing, but also know that you can completely trust Packback to communicate and fix any issues that you're having. And being open with your students about it as well, that this is a tool that is designed ultimately to help them learn. If you're open with them about that and just willing to accept their feedback as well on what is or isn't working about the program, then you can communicate that directly to Packback and they implement those changes in the next wave, because Packback is really invested in making a product that is going to be beneficial overall. So biggest advice, trust the process, reach out when you need help. They're there for you.